Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Life Lessons Gaming. Today, joining us with the amazing DJ Kim. I like to talk about the story and the lore a lot, but I always, I'm kind of like a all-inclusive type of gamer. Like, I really appreciate the different aspects of, the games that I play. I appreciate the artwork. I appreciate the music. Those of you all who know, I actually went to school for music myself as well. And so I just have a great appreciation for music, and I wanted to give us, an opportunity to hear from a musician, but not just any musician, a musician who actually does Wuthering Waves covers. So, with all that being the case, I'd like to give you an opportunity to kind of introduce yourself, DJ Kim.
Yes, I am the DJ Kim, but I also just go by David. My full name under all streaming platforms and stuff like that is my actual name. So it's David Johnson Kim, and that's actually where that name DJ Kim comes from. It's not that I'm a DJ, but it's David Johnson Kim, David J Kim, DJ. So kind of a fun thing. But coincidentally, I'm also associated with making music, so it kind of worked. So that's kind of how my handle came to exist. I create content about Wuthering Waves and mostly focus on music. So I do instrumental covers of the soundtrack, but I also create original songs based on different resonators from the game. And mostly those songs are in like an anime or metal style, or also rock. And I recently put out an album called Where the Waves Guide Us, and that has 6 original songs based on each different characters. And then there's also a cover of the game's main theme, Saving Light. And that's a lot of fun. It took a lot of work to do, and I'm like really happy. It just came out last week, actually. So, yeah.
Yeah, so definitely check that out. We'll actually put a link to the places that you can get that album in the description. So be looking out for that. First of all, generally speaking, like, where are the hype levels, for 2.4 coming in? Like, how are you feeling about it right now?
I'd say I'm pretty hyped, actually. Probably not as hyped as the other versions, but I think that's just because I've been so busy with making content that I haven't had as much time to put my energy into playing Wuthering Waves. But just following the anniversary also, I think it feels like there's a lot coming, just with how they showed in the trailers. Like, everything feels very grand, and I think I'm really looking forward to Septimont especially. I really like the vibes that they're giving off in the trailer. They're going for that more like punchy, epic vibe.
Yeah.
Even with the soundtracks of the trailers, like everything just feels so grand, and it's such a lovely feeling. It's such a nice thing to look at.
I 100% agree. I mean, what I think is really cool about it, Septimont, like, it's going to be huge. I know it's going to be a massive update. They basically said that it's going to be like similar to like 2.0, basically. So yeah, like they said, every 6 months they were going to do a 2.0 sized update. And after seeing, all the things that they showed, like on the website, on the YouTube channel, yeah, I see it. So we're really gonna get like a second, like a proper part 2 in a way to Renacida, where you had the first part, which was just kind of like introducing us to the themes of Renacida, showing us like some of the bad guys, some of the issues that we're dealing with. And then 2.4, I think, is where things are going to really like start to flesh themselves out. We're going to kind of get really into the meat. And I think we're also this is the exciting part about Wuthering Waves being in such a new state that you really don't know what to expect. But going based off of like, their track record with how great 2.0 was, it's like, I don't know what to expect, but I have a feeling it's going to be really awesome. And as a fan of anime myself, like, who doesn't love a good tournament arc? So, yes. In the words of one Sir Giguk, tournament arc. So if anybody knows that reference, but Yeah, so I guess what I would say is, what were your thoughts, just generally speaking, about the music in 1.0 to where it is now in 2.0? And then what would you say your anticipation is for 2.4?
1.0 music, I think people have too much dislike for the 1.0 music being lo-fi, but I really like the like if you really dig into it, like apart from the lo-fi stuff, there's some really complex textures going on with a lot of the sound design and like especially in like the later areas that you get into on 1.0, there's a lot of like sci-fi theming almost, and
Yeah, I noticed that.
yeah, I really liked the vibes of those tracks, especially on the soundtrack. And then we go even further, just past 1.0. So like I think it was 1.3 with the Black Shores.
Oh my gosh, I loved it so much.
Black Shores, it feels so different. It feels magical every time I go there. It's like the area gets a certain vibe because of the background music. It's really not the same without it. Like that combination of like acoustic guitar and pianos and a lot of ambient sounds, along with using that shorekeeper motif. I love the Black Shores. Like even though there's not too much to explore there apart from the story content and stuff like that, when I go there, it feels very relaxing.
I agree.
In kind of a weird way though. It's like so some of the soundtrack feels a little eerie, but at the same time it's like soothing. So I think they nailed the vibe.
Yeah, like I know exactly what you mean. When you know, it's interesting in the live stream before 1.3 even hit, it sounded almost cyberpunky.
Oh, I totally get that vibe. Yeah.
Yeah, if you remember, if y'all were to go back to the live stream they did for 1.3, I was like, yo, I'm getting like some cyberpunk sound vibes from this soundtrack. But no, it was really cool. I love the acoustic guitar where it's like oh,
I know what you're talking about.
It sounds like Final Fantasy.
I love it. Yeah,
like, it sounded like Final Fantasy. Like I was taken back to like a Final Fantasy 15, like kind of out in like the beginning parts of the game, where if you went into like that town, I think that's on the hills. Yeah, it was just like it kind of reminded me of that, and I loved that part. And then when you get underground, it kind of sounds kind of like Nier Automata-esque. So yeah, it was 1.3 is special. I go there sometimes just to like if I'm just chilling, just hanging out with Miss Life, I'll just be like playing the game. And I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to hear this music, so I'm just gonna go here and just like fight some stuff just to like chill out. And I'm that weird guy who actually like just enjoys running around and fighting enemies because I like the combat. So I'll just do that sometimes. I'll be like, yeah, you know, I'm just farming some echo. See, this is why I really want us to be able to like have a system where we can turn echoes into shell credits. Like if you have like extra, you can like destroy them and then they convert to like some small amount of shell credits, because then at least it'll give me an excuse to do it, you know?
Yes.
But okay, so yeah, 1.3. Yeah, man, 1.3 was special.
Yeah.
You got me reminiscing. So okay, and then as it continues.
1.4. Remind me again what 1.4 was.
So 1.4 was kind of like a little bit of a transition period. It was the Somnium Labyrinth, and it actually had a nice little soundtrack if you were in the subway car.
Oh yes. I remember now.
Yeah, and I actually have a browser. I use Opera GX, and I found a Wuthering Waves Opera GX background, and it's the Somnium Labyrinth's like train car music, basically. So yeah, that was that one.
Right. And then 2.0 just took a complete turn, I think, in terms of style. They at the same time they did keep a little bit of the like eerie sci-fi vibes, but they did ditch a lot of the sounds that they went for in 1.0. I think to really give a unique identity to the setting of Renacida and Bruguna City. Especially like you just look at how the music surrounds the game. Also, like when you're exploring, you have like the plushie crew even like playing their own music, and then the background music will stop so you could hear their music. Those are all like really nice touches that made the game feel a lot more immersive, and I really liked the liveliness, the vibe of the city, but also like if you focus on the sound design of the scenery and not just the soundtrack, that adds a lot to the experience of the game as well. Like you hear the bell tower like play in Laguna City, and like you know you're there. And it's kind of funny because like I've heard that same bell sound in like other games and movies, but anytime I hear it now, I think of Wuthering Waves. And
interesting.
It's like it's such an interesting thing because yeah, like that sound effect got an identity for me just because of me being so used to hearing it every time I enter the city. So
interesting. Okay.
Now I just associate any like bell tower, clock tower sound effect. If it sounds similar to Wuthering Waves, or if it's the same sound effect, then instantly my brain associates it. Okay, this is Wuthering Waves. I'm in Laguna City. Oh, wow. Or maybe my brain's just too rotten and I'm just thinking about Wuthering Waves 24/7, but who knows?
Wuthering Waves brain rot is real. You just got a bunch of camellias just standing looking like this.
No. Like I opened the fridge today. I looked at my barbecue sauce. It says like Memphis special or something. I cannot stop thinking about the Tempest Memphis.
It's real.
I look at my
got you good.
I open my fridge. I think about Wuthering Waves. It's terrible.
Everywhere I go, all I can think about is like, you know, everywhere I go out, I see her everywhere. It is like I see it everywhere.
No, and then I like open the fridge. I look at my bottles of Yakult, and I keep thinking of Carlotta. It's terrible.
That's
just
crazy.
Because of the memes.
That is so funny.
Oh man.
I mean, I know once you start doing like gotcha math in real life, that's how you know it's bad. It's okay, so like yeah, like every time you see the number 160, you automatically think, oh wow, that's a pool. You know, like
you see a coin flip, you just think about 50-50s.
Yeah, it's just like, all right, do we have it or we don't? No, I feel you on that. Even to go back to your earlier point, like for me, because you know, I do lore videos, and so whenever I do lore videos, I'm always very mindful of the music that's playing. Like that's one of the biggest things for me, and so like you'll notice I'll try to match the music with what I'm talking about at that time.
Yeah.
And so like in one of my videos where it was the 2.0 video I did, and one of the soundtracks that really gets me, well, two, honest, there's so many, but it would be the Cathedral of Mercury. Absolutely love that soundtrack. And the Fagassier Peninsula, because you're out in the open world, and then as soon as you hit that place, the mood shifts. I mean, it looks like a mood shift, to be honest with you. It's got like that Elden Ring-esque vibe to it. And when you get in there, it's just the way the music sounds. It just really transports you. And it's like I said, it's a shift change. And even when I talked about it in my video, it was like a shift change in the video where it's like, okay, all this is cool. We're about to get serious now. And so, yeah, I think they knocked it out of the park with that. But I also agree with you. I did not dislike 1.0 soundtracks. I understood some people's gripes with it. But I guess I appreciate the lo-fi. I'm the type of person I think where it's like, I usually try to look at what they're doing and then judge based off of what they're doing. Like, what were you going for? How well did you execute it?
Right.
So with that being said, if you had anything more to say about 2.0, feel free. And then kind of just 2.4 now, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, 2.0.
Or expectations, I guess. But yeah.
Yes. 2.0, I actually had different favorites. I think my favorites are, excuse me if I'm pronouncing it wrong, Thessalio Falls.
Thessalio Fells.
Thessalio Fells, yes.
Yeah.
I love the music there. It feels very feels very dreamy. I like piano layers. I like ambient things. So like listening to that, it felt very nice. And then also, I think it's like Silver Moon. It's the island.
Yeah, so oh yes, it's funny. I was just trying to think of that one on stream. Silver Moon Grove, I think it's called.
Yeah. Silver Moon Grove. That's the one with the piano also. I think.
Yep.
I think for how like not frequent we visit that area in the story for the game, it's such a good soundtrack. Like anytime I run across it on the map, it's very nice.
Like you might not be there all the time, but it exists, and also just like the Aria Murmur exists. Now I do kind of wish they would update that thing a bit. I wish the Aria Murmur essentially affected the entire area that it was in. So like if I activate it in the city, I want the soundtrack to play throughout the entire city until I leave the city. Like at the point at which the music would naturally shift, that's when I want the music, but it has like this AoE effect. So that's just a personal thing for me. But I'm surprised you didn't say Nimbus Sanctum actually. That one has a very kind of ambient sort of ethereal vibe to it.
And then there's also the what's that small town called? Like right behind Raguna City?
Aglatown?
Aglatown at night.
Oh yeah,
the lamps.
The lamp.
That just gets stuck in my head.
Yeah, but it does that there as well as in Windmill Haven.
Oh, really?
It basically does the same thing in both areas where you get the lamps.
The lamps are so funny. I was so addicted to just like watching them and just staring at them, doing nothing else but stare at them for like.
I've done that before. I've done it, and then I have to remember I'm streaming, and I'm like, okay, y'all, my bad.
And then you like snap out of it. You're like, oh. I was.
If it was just me, I would be here for a lot longer.
Oh man.
So what? Okay, do you have Ciaccona?
Yeah, I do. I have her
Good,
S2.
Okay, somebody's ready for Cardathia.
I spent my corals, so.
Oh, yeah. True. Yeah, I'm spending my corals to get S2 Cardathia. I have S0R1. I mean, technically, I have time. I think, I could technically go real quick and get the S2 for Ciaccona. I was tempted because, like, I like Alto, and I was like, you know what? Do it for Alto. Get that arrow damage. But I was like, nah, I think I'm gonna save it for Cardathia this time around. Besides, my Alto's fine enough. I can rock him in the open world, and he's also, once again, just alone, she still helps Alto anyway.
Yeah.
So, he's fun in the open world, and he's fun at some of the lower levels of Tower of Adversity, at least with the build that I have anyway. But what did you think of her? And the reason why, everybody knows, she's literally the musician character. Yeah. I felt contractually obligated by life to get her, basically. So, what were your thoughts? Because you're aware, kind of like the little things that she does, where like you get 3 different songs based on how you end your attack string.
Yeah. She does the singing. She does I think she has like a hand drum, and then
hand drum. Yeah.
The other one,
like guitar.
Is she playing? Yeah, or guitar. I'm not even sure. I think it's a lute actually.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. It's like a lute or sitar or something.
It's kind of a guitar also.
Yeah, it's essentially a lute. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, she has those 3. And if you just let her just rock and don't actually stop her, she will go into a whole song.
I love that detail. It's a nice thing to have. It's like they put a lot of care into designing Ciaccona, and you could really tell just by like how many different songs she has, not only in the game but even outside of the game, with the EPs that Wuthering Waves releases. Like
correct.
And then they released that thing with like 5 versions of Ciaccona's song. It
was an 8-bit version too. I think I was like, yo, that was crazy. At the very end of it, the last one was an 8-bit. I was like, okay, that's cool. I like how they kind of, what they need to do though. Even though technically they started it, they need to like feed into the Chameleon meme at some point.
Oh yes, I think
like they started it, but they need to like post something for that. That would be like a really cool community moment, but we'll see.
They posted once on X. They posted the mascot one time.
Oh, they did?
Yes, it was.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It was like just last week. It was a collaboration, I think, with Sunright Tea Studio that they're doing in like North America. They showed one of the cosplayers for Camellia doing the pose, the
pose.
Yeah, the pose, and then like side by side, they put the Camellia mascot there, the meme picture. So
I did not know that. That's actually okay. You know what? Never mind then. They did play into it. I'm satisfied.
I'll just have to find they have to play into it more. That has to be the beginning. I'm hoping they continue the rot.
Like I say, they sell like little pins or something.
No,
like
Turtle Games will make
cards.
Millions if they sell like a plushie. Like think of a plushie this big of the Camellia.
Yeah, plushie would be insane. I would get that. I would like
free money waiting for them. They
like I say, I would 100% get that. That would be hilarious. I'm gonna say they have the Abby plushie, which I'm interested. I don't know. His head looked a little bit interesting. I gotta look at it a little bit more because I've been wanting an Abby plushie for a minute, but the head on the one that I think we saw, I need to see it in real life maybe before I go all in on it. The picture, I don't know if it was doing it justice, but okay, but yeah, just like, and did you do Ciaccona's Quest?
I only got through a little bit of it, but I do plan to play it today actually.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's the music and the voice acting was amazing. In particular, and it's a permanent quest, which is cool. But there's this part, you know, like you started it though, right?
Yeah.
So you know how you get that book, and you can like do different choices or whatever, for different endings. Yeah. On the fourth one, because there's 4 in all. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth, let's call it chapter. Just stay in there for a little bit. I actually posted it on Twitter some time ago, but if you just like let that rock for a little bit, you know, you can always go back to it and listen to it. It is just so, oh my gosh, it just takes you there. So yeah, definitely check that one out. But so expectations for 2.4, anticipations, based on, you know, the small tidbits that we've heard. What are you looking forward to?
I am. Well, honestly, I'm really excited for Lupa. I really like the character design. I like what they did with the trailer. I think they showed some clips of the cutscenes. I'm assuming, but yeah, like when she's like slashing through, like all
that run, and she's like
the run, that was really cool.
It was insane. Yeah,
I like the design also. Just having a very like wild character, like a warrior-esque almost. It feels very like Gladiator.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I think it's a really cool style that we haven't explored yet in Wuthering Waves. So most excited for that.
She's basically like the LeBron of Septimont. Like
pretty much,
she's got all the brand deals and all that stuff. It's just like that. The LeBron, Steph Curry, take your pick.
Oh, totally.
But no, legitimately though, yeah, she seems really cool. So does that mean, is that your favorite character?
No, that has to be Cardathia. Like that's not even a question.
Oh, okay.
I love Cardathia. I love Fleur-de-Lis. I think it has to just do with the trailers are just so good. They're so well done. They're so well animated. The sound effects are crazy. The music in the background, the voice acting, it's just it all combines to be something that like when I watch it, I'm just like so overwhelmed. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. And this is not even me just like saying it because like Wuthering Waves is the content that I make and stuff like that. It's like I genuinely enjoy it when I look at it. I watch it, I'm like, wow, my mind is blown.
Agreed. No, like, yeah, I mean, even to be fair, even people who I've seen who like don't have the most positive opinions about Wuthering Waves have admitted to those things. Like sometimes they'll be like, oh, all it is just fancy cutscenes and so. And it's just like, well, hey, look, they're acknowledging even that the quality is very high. Yeah. And so, yeah, no, I feel you. But how about this then? Aside from Cardathia, Out of the newer characters that we've been shown, they did that little reveal, which was really cool. We had, Yuno or Juno, depending on how you want to say it. We'll find out when the game comes out. Technically, her name is Yuno, but she's based off of a historical deity named Juno. You have Augusta. You have Chui Yuan, Chu Yuan, Chui Yuan, depends on how you want to say it. We'll find out when we find out. Chisa and Galbrenna, thank you. Yeah, that's all I thought. Yeah, so did I name everybody? Sun, Moon, Galbrenna, Chisa, and Chui Yuan, or Chu Yuan. Who, if you could give me like a favorite to least favorite, and obviously least favorite doesn't mean you don't like them, it just means they're just your least out of the cast of already amazing looking characters.
I think I have a top 2. I don't think I have a bottom. I think everybody else is kind of tied for like.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Very safe answer.
Not for being the worst, but I probably just have 2 that I fancy.
Okay.
And that has to just be. And I'm sorry if this is basic opinion, Chisa. Chisa's one.
It's so basic, bro.
I'm sorry. It's just
I get the beauty and simplicity. I get it. But bro, when people tell me that, I'm just like, y'all are some basic people, bro.
No, I'm expecting her kit to be like, I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful it's like snappy and clean. That's what I want. Like
I feel her kit is gonna be insane. Like I feel like her kit will be insane because she looks so simple. Like that's my thought process. Like she looks simple, and then her kit is gonna be like the most ridiculous looking thing we've ever seen.
I hope it's really easy to control. Like my favorite kits are like Danjin and Changli, because like they just feel very like you're in control of the character and you're not just like automatically starting up a combo.
Exactly what you mean.
It feels very interactive and
more player agency, basically.
Yeah, and if you make a mistake, then like you're kind of done for there.
You mean with like Danjin?
Yeah, with Danjin.
Okay.
Also Changli. If you mess up when you're using your resonance skills, then you're gonna get swatted out of the air. So. Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, no, it's more grounded in a sense. The combat, specifically for Danjin.
Yeah.
They have more grounded and less floaty, sorts of styles of attack. But yeah. And I guess maybe I should just say this. I mean, well, you can do it however you want. I'll tell you what mine is, but it's going to be mainly based off of like look and cool factor, I guess. Not so much about potential kit. But okay, so Chisa. All right, who next?
It'll be Yuno or Juno.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
it'll
be the rest.
Got you. And why'd you know?
I just like the vibes. I mean, I just like very like cosmic characters in general. That kind of style is really cool. But also the hair is really, really nice.
Yeah. Watch out for when the space lady, the pretty space lady at the beginning becomes pullable. You're gonna go crazy.
Oh no.
She's about to say that's about as cosmic as it can get.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's why I like Shorekeeper so much. A lot of people might have liked Shorekeeper because the piano, or she's very like tender-hearted. But for me, it's just like I love that like otherworld vibe that she gives. She gives a big sense of mystery also, apart from being very ethereal.
For sure, that's fair. So for me, top for me is actually Juno.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think she's just very extremely pretty. She's like she to me feels like the pretty character. Like, you know how sometimes like they will intentionally give you a character that is like almost, it feels like they were put there for that purpose in a way. It's just like, all right, this is gonna be the, like whenever you watch anime, they always do it this way where it's like that one character with like long dark hair, right? Oh, yeah. It's just like, okay, that's the pretty character. We get it. I know how anime works. And so I like the Twin Tails as well. I'm a big fan of like Twin Tail characters. Yeah. But yeah, I think she is like, she just has like a really nice face. And so yeah, so she's at the top for me. After that, honestly, it's like I think it's Choi Yuan. He looks amazing. Like, bro looks so cool. He looks sick.
I love his hair actually. His hair is really cool.
Same.
Yeah.
I love how fluffy it is. If that makes, like, I like the fullness of it. It's similar to Jing Yuan actually from Star Rail. They have that kind of like mane-esque hair. I mean, so yeah, I really like his hair as well. I like the color scheme. It looks kind of like he could be Jianshin's like older brother or master or something, because she talked about her master. So it would be kind of cool if that was the case. I mean, it doesn't have to be, but just generally speaking, I just like that color palette. It's really cool.
I love the greens. That's nice.
Exactly. And after them, it would be, gosh, it's difficult, but I think for me, it's like Augusta, Galbrina, and then Chisa. And I know it's like, oh, Chisa's at the bottom. Hear me out. I'm actually, if you were to ask me who am I looking forward to in terms of like learning more about the most, it would be Chisa. Because I think Chisa is going to be the character. Like, trust me, don't get me wrong, I really like how she looks. I respect the concept. I do. To be honest, if I'm being 100% honest, I'd probably put her above Galbrina. If I'm being 100% honest, I probably would when I think about it. And it's not even
I like Galbrina though. Galbrina's pretty nice.
It's too hard.
It's too hard. It's so like all of them are good in their own ways, and like the least favorite is still good.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and like I said, it's because I think because Galbrina has like, she looks like 5-star Sanhua in a way, and so it's just like,
I think people are saying Yang Yang, like about Galbrina.
Originally it was Yang Yang because she has the feathers, but if you really look at her face, she looks like Sanhua.
Really?
I mean, you could take a look at it yourself, but yeah, I think Chisa is actually going to be like a transition character, who, because like you look at her, she does not look like she belongs in Renacida or Septimat. She clearly has a Japanese schoolgirl outfit on, and just in case anybody may have forgotten, we're having a Cyberpunk 2077 Edgerunners collab next year. So how appropriate would it be if anybody knows much about Cyberpunk, it is, it's like a Cyberpunk, it's the city, but in the game, there's a corporation, Arasaka Corporation, and they're like one of the top dogs essentially in the city of Night City. So, there's a whole lot that gets into that when it comes to like potential speculations in terms of like how the story and the lore work. But I feel like she might be the character who leads us into the new Federation in a way. Or like she represents that transition where like, oh, we met her and then we're like, somehow that ties into us eventually going to the new Federation at some point. Speculation.
I think so also. The vibe she gives off is very different. I hope she has some ties to Kalkaro or Kalcharo.
Yeah, Kalparo. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, same here. I'm looking forward to him too. Hopefully, I want him to get a little bit of a buff when we get to New Federation personally.
Oh, yes. Give us a 6-star.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, I think there's a couple ways they could do it. Like, you know how with Rover, they gave him Beacon of the Past, which was like that thing right before he got to Renacida, and that gave him the access to Frazzle.
Right.
Yeah, like the new debuff or whatever, Frazzle. So perhaps when we get to New Federation, because we haven't really explored the Electro thing. We have Frazzle, we have Arrow Erosion, but we haven't explored the Electro one just yet with a character. So maybe when we get there, Kalkaro would be the one that could like get a little upgrade or something. We'll see. Don't want to get anybody's hopes up, but we'll see. But awesome though. That was really cool. So I guess I would just say, if you have any, maybe closing thoughts or just anything you might want to say to the people, once again, shout out your album and things of that nature. But is any last words maybe that you want to get out?
Last words.
That sounds so final. Oh my gosh. Final words.
May everybody's pools be blessed, because I don't have any pools myself. That's the last word for me.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm about to say that. That as to well, I mean, I guess you didn't use pools for that, but
But the pools that it took to get the signature weapon is what made me get enough corals for Ciaccona's S2. So now I'm just broken Wuthering Waves, and I mean, I'm gonna have to fight the temptation to not spend, but knowing me, it's going to happen one way or another. So it's.
I mean, on the bright side, 2.4 is gonna have a lot of pools.
Yes,
like
luckily,
a lot.
Yes, and also I need to still clear the story stuff from the current version, which I'm actually going to do today. So hopefully that gives me enough pulls to clear out all of 2.4 without spending too much. But we'll
Fair
see.
enough. Absolutely. Well, look, thank you so much, David. Thank you so much. Like I said, if you want to, like I said, David's album that just came out a week ago, it is going to be in the description below. So, you all have a chance to experience that. Definitely, check them out. And yeah, until next time, thank you all so much for coming through. Talk to you later. Peace.
Hey, you. Do the thing.